have an image here with a nice decorative wall here, you can see, made of wooden slats, but it's not just the ordinary wooden slats. You can see different shapes that appears here. So we have one type of wooden slats here, then we have the second one which creates this round shape over here, and then we have another shape on the bottom over here. So they're all different, they are all wooden slats but arranged differently. So this is gonna give hard time to try to model each one independently and cut through them, or maybe Boolean through them. So I will show you another way, a quicker way, so you will see how quick we can achieve this result and how realistic it's gonna look. So let me jump into my 3ds Max. First, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna create a rectangle just between this furniture here. It's a kitchen, as you already noticed. So in the front view, I'm gonna go to shapes and use a simple rectangle. I'll just activate my snap toggle to 2.5 just to have my snap points here. Okay, and then just go ahead and create this rectangle. All right, so there it is. Let's go to modify. You can see some dimensions here. Let me just make it 2000 to 4800, okay, to be precise. And the second geometry, or the second shape I'm going to create, is the circle, which I'll multiplicate here just to create those second shapes here. Let's go to create circle. I'm going to create the first circle over here. Okay, there it is. Go to modify. Let's just give it some exact dimensions. I'll give it 795, just like this. Okay, enter, and you can see the number of steps is too low, so it's not that round, the circle. I'll just go and increase, let's say, to 64. Okay, so I can have a nice clean shape over here. Okay, so I have these two shapes over here. Now I need to align them together so they are all centered. I will go to use align tool, select the second shape, and then just use center to center. Click OK. Now my circle is right in the center of this rectangle over here. So now I need to multiplicate this circle. I want to make 3 of them, so I will use array modifier for that. So I'll select this circle over here, go to modifier list, search for array. You know, the newer versions of 3ds Max starting with 2023-24 has an array modifier, which is cooler than the previous array tool, has much more to work with. Okay, so here I have array modifier. I will click center just to make sure that my array stays in the center of my geometry here, and the count I'll go down to 3. I need just 3 pieces of this. Okay, and then I need to specify the distance between those circles. I will go and decrease offset to 0 because I want to give it an exact distance here, and it's gonna be 1600. Okay, why is that? Because I want this small gap between circles. If my circles would be connected to each other, when I'm going to apply my next modifier to it, is going to crash. So I decided just to keep a small distance between them so everything works perfectly fine. Okay, now I'll just select those 2 shapes and just isolate them so that the whole kitchen doesn't stay in the way while I'm working. Okay, on the first rectangle, I'm going to apply a floor generator modifier. And if some of you don't know what floor generator is a external plugin that you can download and install into your 3ds Max, this plugin creates floors, creates different other shapes. Today I'm not going to use it for the floor, but usually people create floor with it. So it's really easy and useful. So you can just type on Google floor generator and it's gonna appear the site where you can even download the free version. There is a free version to use, or buy the full version, which has some additional options to it. Okay, so now I'll just go into modifier list and type floor generator. There it is. Okay, let me just hit F3. Okay, so you see it's looking like a floor, but it's vertical, it's on my wall. So what I'm gonna need to do here is just to change the size of this wood panels over here, just to get the dimensions I want. So I'm gonna go to my modify here panel, and the maximum length I will increase to 3000. Okay, and the width for my wooden slats is gonna be 20 millimeters. Okay, so now I need to make some changes into my floor generator, because you see the length is horizontal. I need to rotate the whole floor generator vertically, so I'll just go down here in my modify panel, find in general section, find direction, and just type here 90 degrees, so everything goes vertically in this case. Okay, and then I'll just go back to my initial settings. I need to do some other changes over here, which are grout length. The grout length is space between my wooden slats. Okay, so for that I'm gonna type 35 millimeters. Okay, oops, not here in the grout length. Okay, so that I have this nice space between them. You can see a space here in the middle. It's because of the offset. I'll just decrease offset to 0. I don't need any offset in this case. So let's see how does this look in 3D. I need to extrude them a little bit more, so an extrude of 30 millimeters will work just fine. Okay, and let's just bevel it a little bit more to 1 millimeters. Okay, so these are my first piece of geometry based on that rectangle. I have just applied floor generator. Okay, now I'll apply a material to this. I have prepared here wood material. Okay, there you go. I'll apply this material to my geometry. Okay, and as you can see, the wood material is not perfectly right here. I'll just use an UVW map just to arrange my texture vertically on this element. Go to box and type here 1500 on all direction. Okay, now it's looking good here, but it's not looking good on this side. So probably many of you know that you can open UVW map and use Gizmo, which gives you the opportunity to move or rotate not the object but only the texture. So I'll just rotate this like this just to make it stay vertically. Okay, so this is it. I have the first piece of my decorative wall. But this is just the beginning. The fun part and the most interesting part is coming next. So now, as I have this floor generator over here, I can just copy this modifier and apply to the next geometry, so that I don't create it from the scratch. But before I do that, I need to convert this to editable spline, so I get rid of this array modifier. Otherwise it can crash and it's not gonna work. Okay, so right click, convert it into editable spline, just like that. Now I have a simple spline over here made of 3 components, 3 circles, and now I can select my first geometry, select both modifiers UVW map and floor generator and right click, copy them, then select my second shape, right click and paste it like this. Okay, now you can see that the second geometry had appeared. I will just apply wood material to this as well, so you that just can see the result in the material. All right, let me just drag like this. Okay, so now it's time to play with position of this wooden slats so that this from the circle come between the other ones. So I'll just go to floor generator on these three circles over here, go down where the general section is, and I have offset on Y direction so I can play with it. Let me just make it closer so that you can see. All right, so I will move my offset just to move these wooden slats like this. I want just to have this nice equal elements on each side of the circle. Just a little bit more, just like that. Okay, now then I will select the first geometry over here, and of course also play a little bit with floor generator here in the offset. Okay, just move it a little bit on the y-axis, just like this. I can calculate it and make it exactly perfect, but it's not needed at this point, just to show you the way it can look. Okay, there you go. So now I have two elements. For this I'm gonna decrease the extrude from 30 to 20 so that they are a little bit different than the first ones. Okay, now there you go. Let me just show you a quick preview here so that you can see how is this looking. Okay, there you go. Let's look at the other side. And now, as you can see, I have already a decorative wall more interesting than just some wooden slats. I have these circles. I didn't go for some high modeling process or high modeling tips, just simple shapes, just floor generator modifier, and there you go, some adjustments, and you can see the result here. But this is not it. I have the last part, which is this bottom part over here. Let me show you how I can do that. So I will do, let's stop this interactive rendering for a while. So I will select both of these shapes, isolate them just to have the opportunity to work easier with them. I'll hold shift and drag them down just to make a copy. Okay, so here in these copies I will delete all the modifiers for this one and for this one as well. Okay, and now I need to attach these two geometries, these two shapes together just to make them as one. I will select my circles. Okay, go in modify panel and find attach, and just click on this rectangle over here. So now it's one shape. Okay, inside this shape I can have some changes here and play with some instruments here. First of all, I will just select vertices. Okay, and select these top vertices. Let's go to front view to make sure I'm going straight down. Move this vertex down right in the middle of the circle with my snap activated. Let me show you here. I have just vertices activated, nothing else. I like to activate just those that I use at the moment, so it's not sticking to some other points. Okay, and now I need to cut this circle from this rectangle over here. Let me show you how to do that. First of all, I'm going to go to spline. Even though this is a one shape, it's composed of 1, 2, 3, 4 splines. Okay, so I'll select this spline go down here and find Boolean. So there is a Boolean tool inside editable spline. Okay, so here it is, and because I need to cut here, I will use subtract. Okay, and just click on Boolean to activate it, and then just go and click to each of this circle. First, then second, then third. And as you can see, okay, let me just click here. As you can see, it has created a new shape based on those two shapes. I just copied them, attached them together, and used Boolean inside editable spline just to create this subtract over here. Quick and easy. And then I will just move it back up here. Okay, I can again select one of these shapes already existing, select both modifiers, floor generator and UVW map, right click, copy them so that I don't create them from scratch, right? Select this spline on the bottom, right click, paste, and then just play with some adjustments here. First, I'm gonna need to adjust the size, the grout space between them, and the position of them. So let's see. Okay, now I'm going to my floor generator, and in the top settings here I will just increase the width from 20 to 30. Okay, and then the grout length from 35 to 25. And I know these numbers because I have already, I'll be honest with you, I have already played with these instruments just to see how it's working. But usually when I do something new, I'm just playing with these sizes until I get the wanted result. Okay, so 30 for width and then 25 for grout length, so that I can go now on the bottom here where the Y offset is, and just move it like this. Okay, so that these ones are between the other ones, just like this. Okay, and now there you go. Let me just select it and decrease the extrude from 30 to 10. So I have first is 30 millimeters extrude, second is 20, and the third one is just 10. So I have a nice difference between them in the depth. Okay, let me just bring everything back, start my interactive, and just see how it looks at the end. Can just go with something closer so that you can see. Okay, so yeah, just shapes, standard shapes, nothing too complicated, just the right tools, just the right process to use, and there you go. You have the final result, quick and easy. And of course, when we apply materials and UVW map just to arrange the texture as it should, we can get this final result, and it's looking pretty amazing. Okay, then we play with some lighting and stuff like that just to make the render look better and better. But at this time, I just wanted to show you one type of modeling process you can use in your 3D Max just to get some nice shapes. I'm not talking just exactly this one. You can do different shapes, different geometries, but using the same technique as I have been using here. Okay.